back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. Well, we're still here in the dog days of summer for at least a little while longer, but I think things will start to pick up here for Edmonton Oilers news as we close in on the end of August, going into September, getting ready for captain skates, training camp, and all that kind of stuff. So as I was putting this video together, the Too Much podcast put out another big update for us involving Leon Draisaitl, Evander, Kane, and what other plans the Oilers currently have going on. The Too Much podcast has just been absolutely nailing it lately. They've been very close on Leon Draisaitl information, Stan Bowman coming in as general manager. So I thought I should definitely share this update with you guys. The Too Much podcast reported the following. Number one, Leon Draisaitl contract extension talks are going great. There has been some talk that Leon's camp would ask for $14.5 million on an AAV, but he's willing to take less than that to stay in Edmonton, and it will be an 8-year deal from what we are told. His deal should be 8 years, $13.3 million to $13.5 million. Leon is taking less to stay in Edmonton. Number two, Evander Kane will be ready for training camp. He will take part in the captain skates come early September. Going on LTIR isn't the plan according to sources. Kane and his family have invested in staying in Edmonton over the next 2 years and beyond. The Anaheim Ducks and LA Kings have interest in Kane, but he's not looking to waive his no-move clause at this time. He wants to be an Oiler. And number three, Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg are expected to sign 2-year deals this week. Holloway's contract could be $1.3 million and Broberg's contract $1.1 million. So that is the latest, guys. It looks like it will be an exciting week to come here in Edmonton. The bigger news that happened over the past few days, Oscar Klefbom officially announcing his retirement from the National Hockey League. The Oilers had him on long-term injured reserve for the last few years of his career, so we knew Klefbom was done. He wasn't coming back. It was just a matter of when he officially announced his retirement. So the Oscar Klefbom situation is obviously very hard for so many reasons. I've went ahead and listed my top 3 reasons here as to why the Klefbom situation is just so especially difficult. Obviously, number one, it's for Oscar himself. He was a top pairing D-man with tons of potential and skill, and to lose his career to injury is a massive blow. Number two, are the Oilers Stanley Cup champions right now if Klefbom is still playing? Was another top pairing D-man what the Oilers needed to push them over the top? It very well could have been the difference in Game 7. We'll never know. And number three, Darnell Nurse. Nurse is a very polarizing figure in the Oilers fan base, and the primary reason is because of his massive contract. I think Darnell Nurse is a good top 4 D-man, but he's not a top pairing guy in my eyes. If Klefbom is still playing, I guarantee Nurse does not have that massive contract, and he's either making millions less or possibly has even been traded. So those are my top 3 reasons why the Oscar Klefbom situation is especially hard. Not trying to knock on Darnell Nurse in that situation, just saying that if Klefbom was still here, Nurse would definitely be in the second pairing. He's pretty much in the second pairing now with Matthias Ekholm here, but he's definitely making millions less, and it's also very likely that Darnell Nurse could have been a cap casualty and been moved out the door to give more money to guys like Oscar Klefbom. His contract came up a couple years ago, I believe now, so we'll never know, guys. It's a completely different reality, but very hard seeing Oscar Klefbom lose his career to injury, and really wish he could have been an Edmonton Oiler for much longer than he was, but at least he was always an Edmonton Oiler. He retires an Edmonton Oiler, and he will be remembered as one of the great Oilers, and just a lot of missed potential there. So a sad end, but wish Oscar Klefbom all the best in his retirement, and hopefully we see him around Rogers Place in the years to come. And the final item I wanted to go over today was a potential PTO option for the Edmonton Oilers. Their roster appears pretty set. They've got internal options. I don't think the Oilers are going to go through a major PTO recruitment process. There may be a few guys they bring in. One potential name, we haven't really heard anything about him for quite a while now. We've talked about him here on the channel a lot over the last couple summers, and that is former Chicago Blackhawks star Jonathan Toews. He's been dealing with health issues the past few years. Announced that he was leaving the Chicago Blackhawks, but not officially retiring, so he's kind of been up in the air over the past couple years. Is he coming back? Is he not? Obviously, with not playing for the past few years, the Oilers aren't getting somebody who's going to come in, I think, and have a huge impact. But I think a PTO situation could be something where the Oilers, they don't have a lot of openings on their roster, but potentially a fourth line center. Jonathan Toews, he's got cup experience. He might still be able to bring something. Possibly not, most likely not at this point, but if you're bringing him in on a PTO, it doesn't cost you anything. You can see him in training camp, see him in some game situations. If it's not working, you thank him for his time, move him along. If it does work, bring him in on a league minimum contract. You've got a guy that won the Stanley Cup. He can be in the dressing room, being another Corey Perry type guy. I don't know. We'll see what happens there, guys. He's been a name, like I said, we've discussed a lot over the last couple of years here on the channel. So I wonder if the Oilers do go that route. Obviously, there's the Chicago Stan Bowman connection there, so that'd be another big reason why the Oilers may consider it. So we'll see if Stan Bowman reaches out. Like I said, the Oilers may not even go the PTO road at all. They've got a lot of internal competition. The roster, like I said, almost appears pretty much set, so they really might not have any room to bring anybody in at all. But if there is a PTO and he's willing and able to play, I think Jonathan Toews could be one of those options for the Edmonton Oilers. But I think that's all I got for now, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Would you even consider bringing in Jonathan Toews? What are your thoughts on Oscar Klefbom and his career? What do you think happens with Evander, Kane, Cody Ceci? Do you think Holloway and Broberg get done soon as well? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.